Hi, this is Winn Claybaugh. Welcome to my Best of Masters weekly audio blog for AmericanSalon.com. Next up is one of my favorite clips from the last 20 years of inspiring interviews from Masters Audio Club. You said that it's important to, hang around the right people. So a dad type coach person, obviously you get the opportunity, brilliant people, because you're on the road. So I know that you're friends with James Morris and Robert Labetta and Vivi McKinder. I mean, you get to hang around these. They have helped you raise your expectation and vice versa. Again, the salon coaches, the salon managers that are listening to this, where do they find those people?
Well, I mean, one way for sure is, I make money. One's called BS. Currently working on a new Studio One. I think Mona is an invaluable tool. There could be mentors in your community that have the lunch and have a little chit chat.
Right.
We often look at our competitors down. What would you rather have? A good competitor, bad. Good is the right answer. Particularly kind of figure out a price based on what they charge, what I charge.
Right.
But I think if a little more conversation.
Right.
I do hair shows, and no disrespect to anybody that does what I do. We work on just pretty people. They're motivational, but motivation does not change a thing. Inspiration, it gets you a little more giddy up. You're ready to go. But I think it's to kind of emulate. And I think that for me as a company, I've owned my salon maybe 10 years. Most for is that knowledge.
Robert, I want to ask you about keeping. Now, I know in your company, people can have 5 jobs, meaning they could do school, they can work in the salon, meaning they could have 5 jobs. It's exciting, and they don't get burned out doing the same thing. Now, some people, that's all they want to do is the same. Give us a little lesson here, a little pep talk about keeping people competent, because salon owners are notorious for making their people incompetent, meaning is your top income earner in the salon, they're brilliant client, bringing in the money. What do we do with that person? We make them, sudden they become incompetent because they're trying to train 10 other people and the customer service skills to make all the money, but they don't have the management skills. So, because I know that you can't grow people without being able to look at those kind of decisions and choices on keeping them competent.
Well, give on this that, the first is, I opened a salon. It was just. But if you think about it, most salon owners are frustrated employees first. Didn't like the rules, didn't like the pink curtains. For what? Probably an incredible service giver, had all the right ideas. You then started paying the bills, and after that, you no longer became a manager in the salon. You relate to that so vividly. When I told Irvin Rusk I was going to be a hairdresser, I was going to own a salon. He's a salon owner, right? And I was like, oh, you told me too late, buddy. Staff and stuff that I can show them a future and financial future than owning a salon. I think the stats I just got, 3 to 5%, 3 to 6 service dollar. That's not a big fat cat unless you're doing 3 or 4 million.
Right.
Think about the business avenue. Sometimes it could be smarter to work for a guy doing all. If I'm going to spend time with you, if I'm going to invest in you, I want you to, and I don't want to have you ever break my heart. I want you to be there for life.
Right. So
the diversity part, which as a young kid when I traveled with Jeannie, I worked in a salon. I've always liked the diverse job. I would never like it if it was a 5-day-a-week thing. You guys to kind of do something a little differently. Take a couple of days off from behind the chair, salon to work without you there. My goal was to become a fictitious character in my own story. When I combed a lady's hair for Tony one day, and when I stepped away from her, you got to understand that if it only works when you're there, that's levels of standards and excellence that the team agree to, because if all that's holding that salon really have nothing, it's really important that everybody understands the responsibility of the team.